Thank you for your time, Your Honor, Counsel. My name is Mike Radecki. I reside at 265 North Riding Drive with my 2 young children and my wife. I am a professional in the utility business, and my wife is a water engineer, and she's also currently fighting cancer. I'm here tonight with a few other concerned residents about our drinking water. The township issued the 2013 Consumer Confidence Report earlier in this year in the first quarter to every consumer or customer, informing us about the quality of our drinking water. In that report, we learned about a year ago the township was aware of a pollutant in our water called 1,2,3-trichloropropane, or 1,2,3-TCP for short. The report stated that the EPA risk-based screening level for TCP is 0.65 parts per trillion, and the amount detected in the Morristown water system is 38 parts per trillion, which is almost 60 times higher. The Environmental Protection Agency performed a study in 2009 that concluded TCP is likely to be a carcinogenic to humans. The American Conference of Governmental Industrial Hygienists also classified TCP in 2009 as a Group A3 carcinogen. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services study in 2011 summarized TCP is reasonably anticipated to be a human carcinogen. And in 2013, the state of California officially recognized TCP as a human carcinogen. Our township has multiple sources, including groundwater, surface water, and an interconnect with New Jersey American Water. It's extremely unlikely that every one of these sources is contaminated with 1,2,3-TCP. So there is a non-contaminated source. My request is simple: immediate and discontinued use of the water sources that are contaminated with 1,2,3-TCP. This request is immediately achievable and warrants a more proactive approach than we're looking into this, or the township is meeting with regulatory agencies and we're just waiting on the results of one more step. The continued presence of this known carcinogen in our drinking water is unacceptable, and I really hope to come to our next township meeting for the township to tell us that we're no longer drawing from a water source contaminated with 1,2,3-TCP. In closing, I note from the water that you're all drinking right in front of you today how much 1,2,3-TCP is in that water. But more importantly, how much will you drink in the meeting tonight when you go home with your family and your children and drink that same water?
Thank you for bringing this to our attention. Can you have Bill Butler make sure he comes to the next meeting to give us his take on what's going on? I know we have the new filtration system that was put in. Is that correct?
That is correct. And if I don't have a card on me, but I would like, perhaps if we take a break sometime during the meeting, if you're not planning on leaving right away, to give you my email address, because you could send me.
Website, right? On the website?
It is. Okay. Appreciate it. Just send me some of that data that you just.
It's all in the report you all published to us.
You specified a non-contaminated source and other sources, and you differentiated on that. Are you familiar with the source yourself?
I'm familiar with what's in your report.
Okay.
And it states that there are groundwater, surface water, and New Jersey Water American. That's what is on the report.
Right.
I'm assuming that some are contaminated and some I would have to hope.
Right.
And how much is coming from which, I don't know. And why it's in the report that we're consuming 38 parts per billion is puzzling to me. That's the report. That's what's being published. So we're all getting that from whatever source is being used. Where the sources are and what is being to every resident, I don't know.
Thank you very
I know where
much.
I am. I'm up in the upper end of town.
Just very briefly,
Close.
I did speak to Bill Butler about this. DEP at the state level, as I understand it, Bill is offering municipalities funding to help treat for that contaminant. So he just heard about it in late August.
Excellent.
And he's looking into it.
Okay.
So we're going to get, if we can, and if it's in fact the case that the state is offering 100% capital funding to help municipalities treat for this, we'll treat for it.
Outstanding.
As I understand it from Bill, this is something that has not been regulated in the past. It's something that EPA more recently has requested municipalities to test for, and now they're testing for it. And on top of it, you know, it's something that the state is hopefully going to deal with too, in addition to requiring us to test for it. So that's what's going on.
Great.
But we will follow up with Bill. I imagine we'll have an update on the status of that program.
2 weeks. That's what it is. Next meeting is 2 weeks. Thank you for your
Well,
time.
we'll make sure Bill's here for that.